Back to the morning show on JTV. It's time for our Chamber Connection. With us now from the Jackson Chamber of Commerce, Pat O'Dowd, and Program Director from Home of New Vision, we have Heather Williams. Good morning.
Good morning.
Congratulations on the ribbon cutting in Jackson.
Thank you.
So it was this Monday.
Yeah.
Great ribbon cut. Now you're also on the board.
I am.
So
I'm,
this is special for you.
Yeah, proud member of the board of directors in long-term recovery, and that's the Home of New Vision is serving the recovery community and trying to put an end to the stigma and just help people recover. So yes, it was a special moment for me, and getting to work with Heather and the rest of the team at Home of New Vision. It was great. Look at that.
They even gave you a microphone.
They did.
Wow.
The camera adds 10 pounds.
They took the one that
deducts
pounds.
My buttons look like they're bursting out of that.
We might need to run that footage back. No. Heather.
Look at Jerry's shirt, fits perfectly.
Jerry's looking very
great.
svelte. Heather, what does Home of New Vision do? Talk a little bit about your organization.
So Home of New Vision is a substance use disorder organization, and specifically the Engagement Center is a short-term crisis intervention location where we assist individuals in the community with substance use disorders and help them get linked to the resources in the Jackson community.
So what would be a candidate? Is this someone's going to be brought in by a family member, or someone seeking out individual help?
So a lot of times the hospital refers them to us, a lot of friends and family, other treatment centers in the area, the police department, a lot of community agencies we work with, and they refer to us.
Now recovery is possible, and talk a little bit about what goes into that road to recovery. It's not just stopping by Home of New Vision for 5 minutes and leaving. There's a lot that goes into recovery.
Yeah, I would say so. If it was just 5 minutes, that would have been pretty cool. I know myself in my early 20s put in a lot of time in trying to get clean and stay clean and all of that. So. No, but there is, one of the things I like most about Home of New Vision, and one of the reasons I was proud to join the board, was the multiple pathways to recovery philosophy. So for some people, 12-step programs work great. For some people, church works great. For some people, it's exercise. They're just, dedicating themselves maybe to education and furthering their, advancing through life like that. But Home of New Vision, I think, is very open to the multiple pathways in recovery. So.
Right, we meet individuals where we're at in their unique situation and work with them to determine what their needs are and what their self-determination is.
Talk a little bit about the communities you serve. A lot of people, if they don't hear about it, they don't think there's a problem in the community, but we hear about it all the time. Is there a large problem in the communities you serve?
Yeah, I believe so, in a lot of communities across the United States.
And COVID has really amped up the issue too, because addiction, substance use disorder, it's a disease of isolation, and that's what to me, that's what the goal of the disease is, to isolate you away from your friends, family, and any support system, and then it wreaks havoc on your life. So COVID really put a lot of people in a tough situation where they couldn't attend meetings, they couldn't get any of that face-to-face connection. So the problem has been exacerbated for sure. And we heard a stat, I can't remember who said it, 90,000 drug overdose in the first 9 months of last year. So the country is losing 10,000 lives a month last year. To me, that's insane. I mean, they're preventable deaths, and it's not. I think one of the big things too is that it's somebody's mom, it's somebody's sister. It's not just some, the old stereotype of some junkie out on the corner or whatever. No, it's kids. I mean, I heard somebody tell me this weekend a 20-year-old passed away from a drug overdose. That's somebody's family.
It touches every community and every walk of life.
Yeah, we hear so many stories, but I want to come back to that. Like you said, someone's grandmother could have had a shoulder surgery and then got hooked on the medications, and that does happen.
Yeah.
So talk about the programs and a little bit about what you guys do.
So we start with an initial screening before we bring them in, just to make sure that they're safe to be there. If they're not, we'll refer to the hospital or primary care physician to get them stable before we bring them in. And then once we bring them in, it's a really safe, warm, welcoming environment where we just really meet them where we're at and let them know there's someone here that cares about them. And even if they're not ready today to make that step to go into recovery or treatment or what it is, that we're always here for when they are ready and they know that they can come back to us.
Everyone needs encouragement or coaching. I know you guys offer coaching. What is that like? Talk about why everyone needs a coach on the road to recovery.
Well, I think when people first think about getting sober, it's scary. You know, they're used to a certain way of living, and to change that completely, having a recovery coach or a coach present to help, like, just talk things through or be there to support them through the difficulties of it, because it is a lifelong journey. You don't just come in, get all set up, go into treatment, come out 30 days later, and you're set for life. Like, it's a lifelong journey. And the biggest piece about recovery is that support system, that community connection, going to meetings, having that family of support.
And it's just like anything. I mean, if you're going to be a successful television broadcaster, if you're going to be a media sensation like yourself, you have to have somebody that's mentoring you or somebody that showed you the way, right? And you've got Bart that's you know, brought you to this level. Same thing in recovery. You know, having somebody that's been through that process. I know when I first started going to meetings, the idea of never drinking or partying again, I was like, what am I going to do for the rest of my life? But having some people that had, you know, 20, 30 years, 40 years and been through it, having them there to tell you, you know, it's going to be all right. You know, you're going to get through this. But it's just that mentor-mentee relationship, and that's, you know, the Home of New Vision certainly offers those services.
Yeah, well, thank you for opening up in Jackson. And if someone wants to get a hold of you guys or learn more about what you guys do, how can they do that?
They can reach out to us personally, or me, myself personally. We can have the number, email, whatever they want to get a hold of us.
Awesome.
Homeofnewvision.com, I think, is
homeofnewvision.org.
.org. Okay.
Great. Thank you guys very much for being here, and thanks for all you're
Thanks
doing
for having me.
in the community. That's our chamber connection with Heather Williams from Home of New Vision and Pat O'Dowd from our Jackson County Chamber of Commerce. We'll be right back after this quick break.